Hi guys, I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving and had a very restful break. So I'm going to talk about the current event article I found, and it is named Helping Newcomer English Language Learners Earn High School Diplomas. And this article is from November 2nd, 2017, so it is very recent, and it is from the EdWeek website. So actually, this article is very interesting because it looks at how stressful it can be for high school students who come over to a new country to earn their high school diploma due to adapting to their new surroundings and to adapting to a new environment and just trying to be successful in the classroom. So a lot of things may hinder their learning in the classroom, which may cause a huge struggle to earn their high school diploma. So the article looks at when immigrant, refugee, English language learners arrive in the U.S. and as middle and high school students, like I said, it can be very hard for them to graduate from high school. So when middle school and high school English language learners come into a new country, a lot is expected from them. So, for example, they expected to grasp lessons in a new language and complete a high school diploma before they age out of the system, as they say. And at the same time as they're trying to learn a new language, they are also adjusting to a new culture and country. And also in high school, they are trying to make friends and trying to learn those social skills to develop those friendships. So a lot is on their plate when they're trying to earn a high school diploma. They're coming over from a new country, trying to learn a new culture and learn more about their new country. And at the same time, they're trying to develop those social skills and develop those friendships. Also, in addition, many federal education laws have pressured schools and districts to bring these students up to speed in English and support their efforts to stick with their studies until graduation. So there is a lot of pressure on the schools and school districts to have these students graduate. And when pressure is on these school districts, the pressure is then on the students. So many schools, such as New York, Virginia, and California, rely on local, state, and federal resources to design programs to help the students graduate from high school. So some of the services that these local state agencies may provide might be developing curriculum and hire more staff to work directly with English learner students. So for example, one local state and federal resource called the Migration Policy Institute takes a step-by-step approach to spelling out the services and accommodations that many immigrants and refugee students need to succeed in the classroom to obtain their high school degree. So, for instance, when high school students come over to a new country, they might have seen a lot of things in their old country, and that might hinder their learning. So the Migration Policy Institute gives these students mental health services for students who may be dealing with the trauma of violence from their home country. And I think this is a great service to give to these students because some teachers might not understand or realize some of the stuff these high school students have witnessed, and this is really inflicting on their learning and their focus in the classroom. So this is a great service to provide to these high school students. In addition, the Migration Policy Institute gives students the access to legal aid for students facing the threat of being deported or detention. So this is kind of very interesting because the students finally feel safe in a new country and they feel very they feel safe and they don't want to maybe be deported to their old country. So having this institute give these students access to legal aid for the students to feel safe in this country is a big deal because this will help them not worry about this issue in the classroom and just concentrate more on work in the classroom. So coming into a new country as a middle school and high school student is very hard compared to coming to a new country when you were younger, because the high school students have a shorter time to adapt to the school environment compared to younger children, and the high school students have a shorter time to adapt to new cultures. So when local and state agencies resources such as the Migration Policy Institute help middle and high school students with services, they are more likely to succeed in school and graduate from high school on time. So these are great services that the Migration Institute provides for students, and it really helps them succeed in the classroom and eventually obtain that high school diploma. So I found that this was a great article, just talking about ways and services helping EL learners obtain that degree, and what can teachers do to make sure they feel comfortable and confident in the classroom.